My friends, welcome back to another episode of the Find a Way podcast with Dusty. Hopefully you're doing well on your journey and you are progressing along. I am going to do something to push the needle a little bit. Got to push it. Just got to push the needle a little bit. Last year, I did 2 marathons in 2 weeks. Essentially, I had done 1 marathon, had built up for it, had trained for it, and hit the wall. Didn't train. Train. Probably didn't train long enough. Maybe I did 90 days instead of 16 weeks or additional month. But I had, plenty of workout experience, so I felt like 90 days was enough, and it could have been. But I hit the wall. I nutritionally didn't do the best. I did new things on race day. I've talked about it before. I essentially did everything that I shouldn't have done on my very first marathon. I did it. I hit the wall. I finished, which is an accomplishment. But all that time, all that work to hit the wall was just deflating. So the next weekend, because I had the stamina and the built strength up, I said, I'm already built up. Let's try it. And I went for another marathon sub 4-hour goal. I remember recording right before it. Like, all right, let's get this. My hamstring on my left side was bothering me from pushing the prior week. I just did not have it because the hills were absolutely insane. If you're ever thinking about doing a first marathon, don't do it in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the BG 26.2. It's a great race, great local race, but it is so hilly and just not a good race to set or go for a goal time. So the end of it was 2 marathons in 2 weeks. It's quite the accomplishment, but I still didn't get my sub 4 hour. And I knew that my goal in 2024 was to do that. Like, I wanted to do a sub 4 hour marathon. There wasn't anything in the winter months. That's usually when snow takes place. It's really cold. I think we had negative digit temperatures. If you watch my Instagram, you'll remember the run that I did when it was completely snowy on the Greenway. And I actually had my eyelashes have crystals on them, ice crystals, from running in the cold. So, the first available, time to run was summer. But I got approved for my skin surgery. So I got my skin surgery. They removed 12 pounds of loose skin. And I'm pretty much signed off on having, a sub 4 hour marathon in 2024, even though I made that declaration December of 2023 that the goal for this year is to do a sub 4 hour marathon. I just didn't think it was going to be the case simply because time. And what race am I going to get in? I'm not going to be able to do the Nashville one. I had a bad experience. And just the amount of, it was the hottest day last year. I didn't want to face that again. And timing wise, like the training that I need, 16 weeks or quite a significant amount of training, and especially recovering from skin surgery, I didn't know I was going to be able to start running or training until, 2 to 3, or more likely 3 months in, or until September. And the race was the very next month in October. So I didn't think. I started running. I started just doing longer distances. I had done a 20 miler or a 10 miler. 90 days in, then I had done a 20 miler, and then I had been pacing a bunch of half marathons. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to be able to do a marathon, maybe not sub 4, but I at least want to do a marathon before my second surgery. So I had signed up for the St. Jude Memphis Marathon, and I was all planning to do it. But then a stage production that I'm a part of every December, which is called The Grinch in Northern California, they moved the production dates to the weekend that it was. And so all of a sudden now I can't do the marathon, and it's just not possible. I was on the fence about doing the Bowling Green 26.2, but again, why do it if I'm just not going to be able to have enough time to train to know that I'm going to try to get for that sub 4? And so I had kind of just signed off on it. And we had a conversation just recently with some friends that we knew in Northern California that had moved to just outside Huntsville, Alabama. And I had been looking on the running calendar, what marathons are in November, December, what works out with schedules, because my sister-in-law's having a baby. We're going to be in St. Louis. There's a race in St. Louis that we're going to be a part of that they're putting on. And so it really didn't work out with any races until, the weekend of December 15th and the Rocket City Marathon in Huntsville, Alabama. And from the moment that became a possibility, it'd roughly be 6 weeks. And with my current Garmin predictor, without doing any consistent long runs, is at 4 hours and 4 minutes. And so I feel that in the next 6 weeks, if I do my running plan that I've got for a sub 4 hour marathon, that I'm going to be able to do it. Now it's going to be cold, probably averaging them in the mid 30s. I'm going to have to stay healthy, injury free, and I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of running between now and then. But we're pushing the needle a little bit. We're trying to get the goal. I called out that goal of December 2023 to go for it. And I'm pushing the needle. I don't have 16 weeks, but I know if I work hard enough, I just might be able to do it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I will, but I'm pushing the needle. And I think that's where we lead this conversation into, you've got to continue to push the needle. Push. Find a way. Put yourself in situations where there maybe isn't a way, but you're going to find a way. I'm going to find a way to run what I need to run, do the timing that I need to time. If it's going to rain, it's going to be cold, whatever it is, I'm going to find a way to get my training in so that I could possibly get a sub 4 hour marathon at the Rocket City Marathon. Pushing the needle. Some of us, we maybe even fall off the weight loss journey, the nutrition journey, the exercise journey, because we have a goal in mind. And we get a fraction or a glimpse of that goal, or we get to that goal, and the stimulation of getting to that goal is gone, so there's nothing that drives you anymore, and you're almost fizzled on your success of your journey because you don't have that thing driving you. You've constantly got to be looking for something that's going to push. If you just did a 5K, time to train for a 10K. If you just done a 10, time to do 15. Done a 15, time to go for a half. Done a half, let's go for a, I don't want to go straight to a marathon. That's intense, but really, if you've done a half, it's time to go for a marathon. Push, push, push. Leave something to drive you forward. So here we are, 6 weeks away from my attempt at doing what I called out a year ago of getting a sub 4 hour marathon. So let's go. We're going to find a way. By the way, my new ebook, Find a Way to Get Healthy, is available on my link bio on Instagram. It is not only a deep dive into food dependency, how to eat healthy, a kind of a walkthrough guide, which has got, I think, upwards of 15 to 20 chapters. But also, it's got 65 high-protein snack ideas, in which that's the reason why I was successful. I focused on high protein along my journey, and it's got 65 of them. So, not only that is available, but also I am a sponsored athlete with Legion. The use of my code DUSTY on legionathletics.com gets you 20% off, and any commission that I get from that link and also from ebooks goes directly towards my second skin surgery. So you have the opportunity to contribute towards it, but also getting something back in return in the form of ebook or the supplements, which this morning I used the Pulse pre-workout, the Mojito, and I mixed it with the peach rings, and it was fantastic. If you like Fruity Pebbles, the Fruit Loops, I just got the protein powder from them. It tastes like Fruit Loops milk in the form of a protein shake. 25 grams of protein, 110 calories. Fantastic. I've got a nootropic from them. I've got a appetite suppressant. I've got joint supports. Tons of stuff. They have amazing stuff on their website. 20% off with code DUSTY. Use it. Tag me when you do, or send me a message when you do. I'd love to say thank you, and thank you for contributing towards my second surgery, which hopefully will happen in January, which would mean that I get the sub 4 in December. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Let's get that chest cut off. So, but that's it. That's all, my friends. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you soon.